And we are
Yeah,
back
it
with
works.
the trade rumors. We're gonna get into uh who's on the market, where they could possibly go, and where we want them to go for fantasy football purposes. But before we go there, it seems as if Ronnie Bell has a new bum jail cellmate. Let's go live on set.
Uh, yeah.
That's going to be a copyright
Demonicide.
strike. That's going to be a copyright strike.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
He ain't gonna
But
win
it-
any money. He gonna win
But
it.
it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
He
I
gonna
don't
want that shit
care.
in
It's
baby
worth
oil.
He really can't. He really gonna be able to catch passes now.
get that Johnson and Johnson ready.
All right. So first
Oh,
on the
that shit's
docket,
sick.
the one player that has actually requested a trade, and his team is actively trying to trade him, Devontae Adams.
That's a lie. He's not the first player.
Well, he's not. Well, he's the first of the dominoes to fall that matters.
Okay, because there's an actual player that's demanded a trade, and he's being told to just sit at home and do nothing. Let's get that correct.
Who?
Hassan Reddick.
I'm talking about for fantasy football that matters. Nobody is starting no damn Hassan Reddick.
IDP leagues. No, go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
I know Boulevard is happy this has turned out the way it turned out.
Right.
And he got Bryce Huff in the trade. Lucky bastard.
Yeah, like he's been useless.
Yeah.
I had to put up a milk carton. Have you see me ad up on the page? 'Cause he missing in action. Or might be a POW or some shit. You see him out there, but he just ain't the same. PTSD or some shit.
You know what it is? He played for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like
what-
I said,
that's what-
PTSD.
That's what that does to you. But Devontae Adams, where do we want him to go?
Buffalo.
I haven't seen anything that says Buffalo has gotten in contact with him, but that's a great spot. And you know what else is another great spot? The team that we just got finished talking about, the Jets. Honestly, Devontae Adams on the Jets would probably unlock Garrett Wilson.
Probably.
Yeah, it would probably unlock Garrett because Garrett Wilson would not be
Just remove the word probably.
it because he would not see the number one cornerback anymore.
Mm-mm.
So even though Adams is going to get his targets, he's going to get his targets. And Adams has played in this system before. I think you could actually start Adams and Garrett Wilson. And for that matter, you could start Aaron Rodgers comfortably at that point.
Yeah.
At that point.
So we all know, let's be realistic. We all know is between the Saints and the Jets.
Why are the
Which-
Saints there? Why
Derek
are the
Carr.
Saints there?
Derek Carr.
Look.
Which loser franchise will get him first?
I hate that. I hate that. Nah, keep working with what you got. Olave and Shaheed. We don't need Adams coming over to the Saints and taking targets away
But
from
it's not.
Shaheed.
But it's not what you like. Simply.
I know it's not about. No, it's not about what I like. I'm talking about for fantasy purposes.
We understand that too, but still, it's not what we. It's not up to
See,
us. It's up to him and his quarterback choice, and he wants the two quarterbacks he's in love with.
Yeah, but he also put up a picture of Edgar Allan Poe on his Instagram the other night.
Please, no. He'll never see the ball. Let's be realistic. He comes to Baltimore, he'll never see the ball.
Hey, GI, it's not what you like.
I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me. He ain't gonna like it.
I don't think he would care as long as he's winning. I think he's prioritizing if he goes to the Ravens, he's clearly prioritizing winning over stats because you're not getting stats. You're not getting those stats. No, I don't feel like Lamar Jackson can sustain a number one guy like Davante Adams. I don't feel like he can because it's too much. It's too much going on. You got to give Derrick Henry the ball. Lamar's going to get his rushes. So yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I tell you who I really want him to stay away from. I want him to stay the hell away from Pittsburgh.
But that's where he may go.
Stay away from Pittsburgh. It's
They
nothing for you. It's nothing for you in Pittsburgh.
The
You're not
report
going
just
to win.
came out-
You're not going to win in Pittsburgh either. You're not
The
going to win in
report-
Pittsburgh.
The report just came out today. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get him.
They said the same thing about IU.
No, not really.
At the end of the day, oh, I also saw the Commanders are on that list.
I'd take that. Even though he'd be a
I-
pain for us.
For fantasy football purposes, I wouldn't mind that because Jaden Daniels is nice.
As a
Jaden
Niners
Daniels is
fan, I need
nice. But as a 49er fan, I don't want to have to deal with that. You got to deal with Jaden Daniels running like Lamar Jackson and throwing accurate passes. I can't deal with that. I don't want to deal with that.
which he
I don't
actually
wanna
is
deal
better
with
than
that.
Lamar Jackson at doing, accurately passing the ball.
I said that in the last episode. I stand on that, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
I feel like
because you do live in that city. So
yeah. Saying anything bad about Lamar here is like trying to run up on Tron, in the zone. Like, nah, you can't. They will pitchfork your ass. You don't like Lamar Jackson?
listen, I told my friend this yesterday. I love Lamar Jackson. I've been watching Lamar since college. I was big at watching Louisville football when he was on, but the kid ain't accurate. He's just not.
I'm not going to say he's not accurate. I'm going to say he's not consistently accurate. Because there are games where he is accurate. And then there are games when he needs to be accurate and he's not.
Game 1 of this year.
Yeah. But that's Kansas City. Kansas City always has a game plan for any and everybody.
They
Don't
lost
matter.
by
It don't matter. It don't matter who Kansas City plays. They just always seem to find a way to win.
If only Isaiah Likely was a size 12 and not a 14.
True.
So, look, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as KD. When KD foot was on the line when he made that shot.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
Look, you know what this is?
The world's smallest violin for Baltimore.
There you go.
So the next person on the list, Boulevard.
We're going from the list. Okay, because
Yeah.
remember we had our own choices too. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
I got my choice. Amari Cooper to the Chargers. I want that to
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
Immediately.
I like.
I honestly wouldn't mind Devontae Adams to the Chargers.
I would love that, but it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen, but I wouldn't mind that. Like for
Right.
Justin Herbert, he needs a weapon, bro. They're not gonna go far with the way they play offense. I seen some Chargers fans.
He ain't that good though.
I seen some Chargers fans on Reddit calling for Greg Roman's head already. I said, "Damn, after 4 games." I said, "After 4
Yeah, they're
games."
talking about firing McDaniels. The fans.
You-
Talking about firing McDaniels down in Miami.
Like y'all tired of him already? But you know what? Though? I seen some 49er fans after we lost to Minnesota talking about we need to fire Kyle Shanahan. And I'm like, you guys are the biggest idiots
Let's
on the
get
planet.
That's the dumbest shit on the planet. But I'm gonna move on from that. So I'm a part of it on a weekly basis. McDaniel, I can see that happening just because of the stupid looks he puts when the game is on TV. Like, dude, you're smart. You're probably one of the smartest young coaches in football, but you're down 10 points, 15 points, and you're just like, watch his face on the sideline.
Look,
Like, what is wrong with you?
For selfish reasons, I wouldn't mind McDaniels. I wouldn't mind McDaniels getting fired this year, and I wouldn't mind Saleh getting fired this year for selfish reasons. For selfish reasons, come on home. Come on home. Come on home. This door's still open. Come on home.
Listen, you can go back to being a quarterback coach. Bye. I'll take Salah.
D-Hop. Sorry.
D-Hop.
Me, I got him to Buffalo, not the Commanders.
I would love Hop in Buffalo.
Kansas City.
Because Hop is going to get a lot of targets in Buffalo. Kansas City, I just want Hop to go somewhere where he is away from Will Levis. Because Will Levis is terrible. And for that mention, can somebody please go rescue Calvin Ridley too?
Yeah, facts.
Can somebody, Levis, until you can prove that you deserve number one targets, you don't get number one targets. You don't get wide receivers until you prove that you deserve wide receivers.
Maybe give Treylon Burks too. Maybe he's got potential, but he's being held back by bad quarterbacks too.
You think so?
Could be. I'm just saying it's possible. I mean, no. I just think
I don't think
Treylon.
I don't think he was ever that good. See,
no.
Injuries.
They drafted him. They drafted him thinking that he was going to be AJ Brown.
Yeah,
he's not AJ Brown.
Small-minded thinking. They're the same size, so they're the same player.
And honestly, Tennessee should have never got rid of AJ Brown because AJ Brown was one of the best wide receivers they've had since Andre Johnson.
And he only cost $25 million a season in Philly.
And I believe you're paying Ridley more.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe you're paying Ridley more.
When did Andre
Johnson should be in KC trying to get a ring?
What you say?
Wait, I don't know what I just said. You got some Andre Johnson.
I'm still stuck on Andre Johnson playing for the Titans. When did Andre Johnson play?
He didn't play for the Titans. He played for the Texans. Yeah, I sometimes get them two franchises confused.
I'm gonna tell you, the last good quarterback Tennessee.
But you know what though? It's crazy that Tennessee has a better Houston has a better wide receiver history than Tennessee.
Tennessee's last good receiver before AJ wasn't it? No, it wasn't Julio. It wasn't Julio.
Because I get them confused.
Boulevard, who was it?
You got me.
Kenny Britt.
Tyson?
Kenny Britt was probably their best wide receiver.
Eric Mason?
He was trash too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I remember.
I think it's too many great receivers that were in Tennessee.
They had, I believe, was it them or was it the Texans that had that one guy, Justin Black? Was it Justin Blackman?
Justin Blackman. That was the Jaguars.
That was the Jaguars. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. God, what a waste of talent.
Yeah.
God, what a waste of talent.
Was it?
Huh?
He phased out again.
Oh. All right. So let's move. We move forward. What are we doing? Where are we?
Next player on the docket.
On the docket, we got Deontay Johnson.
I honestly feel like Carolina should just stay with him.
Yeah.
You traded for the guy. You traded for the guy. Keep him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably going to get in. You're probably going to go with another quarterback next year. So I would want a quarterback to have talent when he get there. Like, because what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna bring another quarterback in with no receiving talent outside of Leggett?
Apparently, that's the plan. 'Cause that's what they're trying to do. I mean, I don't know that they actually trying to get rid of him, but I had him going. If he goes anywhere, go to Baltimore because Baltimore loves mid-ass receivers with potential. So
I don't want Deontay Johnson to go to Baltimore. I want Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson is going to get traded. I would rather him get traded to a real quarterback because you saw what he did. You saw what he did. He's doing with Andy Dalton. So could you imagine what he could do with Justin Herbert? What he could do with a
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, with Pat Mahomes? Like he could actually contribute to these guys. And Derek Mason was on the Titans, but Ernest Givens is
wow.
He's the greatest wide receiver.
He's the receiving leader. 7,935 yards.
I was going to say the same thing before I cut off. Ernest Givens is the greatest receiver in Tennessee history. It's a damn shame.
That's crazy.
Damn shame they sucked that bad.
Yes. Yeah.
AJ Brown is 19th on the list.
And Haywood Jeffries is top 5.
I'll say it again for you. AJ Brown is 19th on their list. 19th.
And he only played he's 16th, and he played 2 years.
I'm sorry, 60. Ooh,
yeah,
3 more.
He played 2 years. He played 2 years, and he wasn't healthy. He wasn't healthy for those 2 years that he played for them. He wasn't healthy. AJ Brown was a beast. They really should have kept him because, like you said, before AJ Brown, it was Derek Mason, and Derek Mason played for them in '97. So that should let you know how long it's been. I mean, they had Kenny Britt in between, but
can I say this and you two not laugh when I say it? Which is good because it's going to be funny when I say it anyway. Tennessee's where you go to die as a receiver.
It's one of the places. It's one of the places. That's why we need to get Hop away from there.
The land they can put Cleveland on that list too.
Yeah. Cleveland definitely does not have a history.
No, that's just more all players in the last 20 years.
You said all players?
Yeah, all players.
Yeah, because when Baker got away from Cleveland, Baker all of a sudden became a good player again.
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened to Sam Darnold. He got away from the Jets and the Panthers. He's a real quarterback now. He still sees ghosts, but he's a real quarterback.
You know, it may be a thing about going through the Panthers and going to another team and showing that you're a good quarterback, because Sam Darnold ain't the only one. Baker Mayfield did too.
You know what? Can we trade Allen for Bryce Young?
Trade who? What Allen?
Our Allen in San Francisco.
Oh, Brandon Allen.
Can we trade him for Bryce Young?
I don't know. Kyle likes Allen. He likes Allen.
Question. If I recall, Bryce Young's lefty, right?
Who's lefty?
Yes.
Bryce Young's a lefty, right?
Yeah.
And Montana was an unknown quarterback coming out of college when Notre Dame.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. I will not let you proceed any further with your nonsense. Because my man Steve Young had to go through it. He had to. He showed he was nice. He showed he was nice in college. Then he had to go to the USFL. which Bryce Young may have to do. Bryce Young may have to go to. He may have to go to the UFL.
Absolutely.
I don't
Kevin
see.
ain't gonna want him.
I don't see nobody trading for Bryce Young, especially
will.
after Andy Dalton coming in and showing what he did. Like Andy Dalton kind of showed him up a little bit bad. Like I don't think anybody like you gotta be. Maybe Andy Reid might trade for him and say, you know what, I can fix this guy. Maybe sit him behind Mahomes because Mahomes ain't going nowhere no time soon.
I have
Maybe.
I have a question for both of you guys, right? Since we all know football, how many USC and Alabama quarterbacks have actually made it big in the NFL?
Not too many, especially Bama.
I think Carson Palmer is one USC guy.
Oh yeah.
The only Bama guy I can say that was. Are we giving Hurts Bama? Are we giving Hurts Bama?
I will.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not. He ain't Oklahoma to me. Oklahoma.
I'm gonna say Tua too. I'm gonna say Tua. Tua's gotten the Dolphins to the playoffs.
Okay,
passing yards leader last year. I'm gonna say Tua.
I'll give you 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Tua's the half.
Tua and a half.
Tua's the half.
This Jones is a fail.
Definite fail. And I can't really name many Bama quarterbacks.
Caleb Williams is
the jury's still out on him. It's still out. But Jaden Daniels is so much better.
You know what? Fuck that. At Ohio State too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ohio State. Well, Stride. Stride.
Yeah, he may be the one. He may be the one.
He may be the one. He may be the one. He may be the one because Fields is the jury's still out on Fields. Let me say that because I don't want to say Fields is trash, but the jury is still out on Fields.
For this year, he's good. Yes.
Yeah. There's some Bama quarterbacks. I'm gonna just start with Bryce Young and go back. Bryce Young, Mac Jones, Tua, Hurts, Blake Barnett, Cooper Bateman, Jake Coker, Blake Sims, AJ McCarron, Greg McElroy, John Parker Wilson, Brody Corral, and then it's just a bunch of scraps.
AJ McCarron was in the UFL last year.
At one point, Freddie Kitchens was the quarterback.
Oh wow!
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Bama is definitely not the school you want to go to if you want to be a quarterback.
No,
a receiver maybe a deep defensive player,
receiver, running back, everything but quarterback.
Yeah, I was telling a friend that yesterday. If you want to be, if you go to Ohio State, if you go to Alabama, if you go to LSU, Notre Dame, even all those schools produce great running backs, receivers, D linemen, offensive linemen, secondary, safeties, linebackers, specifically linebackers. Good God Almighty! And like USC's linebacker university.
Wisconsin puts out good linemen.
Quarterbacks. No, Notre Dame and Iowa, the greatest tight end schools in college football. But quarterbacks at all these schools, hot garbage. Notre Dame's best quarterback ever, Joe Montana. Ever.
No, it wasn't Brady Quinn.
Listen, half the Notre Dame quarterbacks have gone to Cleveland and was shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? Boulevard. Who else we got? We're looking to get traded. You know why this is a thing? Because that coaching staff is on their way out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to win games. So they're trying to get players who they feel like are the best players on the field. because we know Travis Etienne is a 3-down guy. He's a 3-down back. He can run. He can catch the ball. He's a really good player. He's a really good player that needs the ball. He needs the ball. I don't know what they're doing over there. They're showing me that they're trying not to get fired. They're trying to win some games and try not to get fired. We overpaid this overrated quarterback, and now it's kicking our ass.
As much as it hurts me to say this, Etienne to the Cowboys would be magnificent.
Mm-hmm. As an Eagles fan, I hate that, but you're right.
I got one even better for y'all. Etienne to the Bengals.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like Zach Moss though, but yeah.
Etienne to the Bengals.
But the reason why
I believe that offense with Joe Burrow would unlock Etienne.
The reason why that's not going to happen, I think Cincinnati's happy with their 1-2 punch they got.
Yeah, I know.
Moss,
but we can dream. We can dream.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that Zach Moss is giving them what they want as a veteran, and then Chase Brown is just nasty, absolutely filthy. That kid can run the ball, and he has speed when he hits them corners. Because he hit a 10, a 12, like a 13-yard run. He hit that corner so fast. Had there been a hole, just a sliver of a hole down the field, he might have took that sideline to the house.
I seen somebody in one of them 49er groups yesterday saying that we should go get Etienne. And I'm like, for what? For what? Because McCaffrey's coming back.
McCaffrey will be back by the Tampa Bay game.
I said he'll be back. I said McCaffrey will be back, and Mason is killing it right now. Like we don't.
Yeah, right. We need like a Herbert or a Johnson, Roshan Johnson.
I'll tell you what we need. We need somebody to spell. We need a damn right tackle. That's what we need.
Well, that's
and a center.
Well, he's actually been getting better. I've been watching Brad Graham's videos because he does all the lineman videos. Brendo's been getting better every week since the first 2 weeks. So I'm okay with Brendo for right now because once Feliciano comes back, Feliciano could change the whole game of that offensive line for us.
We'll see.
But McKivitz.
How about Etienne to the Bears?
They don't need that. They got Swift. They got what's the other dude they've been using
Roscoe.
Huh?
Roscoe?
No, not Roshan Johnson.
That's it.
They were using somebody else. Look at their Bears depth chart for running backs. It's Herbert, Roshan Johnson, Foreman. Isn't it Dante Foreman? Okay. Isn't it Dante?
I thought he was in Cleveland.
No, you're right. He's in Cleveland. So who's their fourth? Who's the fourth? They have a fourth string running back that they're using as a comeback.
Homer, Herbert, Johnson, Swift.
Travis Homer's their third down back right now.
He's on IR.
Yeah, but he just got hurt. So he was their third down back. Now Herbert might replace him, but still.
I'd take Etienne over all three of them. That whole core, including Swift.
Yeah, I would too. But you paid Swift. You have to stay with you paid Swift, so you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
You paid Swift.
Who's next on the docket?
Next on the docket is Hassan Reddick. Wait, are we doing defenders?
No, we're not doing defenders.
All right, well, fuck them then. All right. Next up on the list, Bryce Young.
Miami.
I like it.
Miami. Denver.
Rams, maybe replaceable. A couple years down the road.
Next year.
Yeah, because Jimmy G ain't gonna be the number 2 forever.
No.
Right.
Jimmy G's no number 1 or 2. I don't even know how he should be the number 3 on any team he goes to from now on. The Rams, the Dolphins. Cleveland.
Okay. Yeah, like that. Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland has a bunch of quarterback busts. They know all about that shit. They know all about number one pick busts.
They just don't make them better either, though.
Jacksonville already got 2 bums in Mac Jones and Lawrence.
Set him a third one. Set him a third one.
Zach Wilson.
Could you say Indianapolis?
Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
As a younger backup, just in case he once him always gets hurt.
He's not a Shane Steichen type player.
Okay. Seattle?
Nah, I think they sticking with Geno for a while.
But I'm saying, like Boulevard said, down the line, Geno got 2 more years at max.
Who's that second? Who's that number? No, the Giants.
No, the Giants got a backup already. Oh no, the Giants. Yeah, the Giants. Yeah,
they got Drew Lock as the backup.
Yeah,
Bryce Young. Right.
I want my boy to start for them. Screw all that. Give me some Tommy DeVito.
Who was that? Number 4? Number 3 on it?
He's number 3 on the list. I want some.
How did Drew Lock make it over Tommy?
Brian Dable's an idiot.
The Seahawks definitely Bryce Young over Sam Howell. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know because Sam Howell was actually cooking last year. I've never seen Bryce Young play that good.
He cooked himself out of DC. I know that.
He did, but at one point in time, Sam Howell was the passing yard leader last year. At some point in time.
He was for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, and he's not gun shy.
It was him, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, and
Tua.
Those were the top 4. And they were ultimately every somebody would take the lead, and then by the end of Sunday, the roster went back to normal. In order.
See, the thing I've noticed about when I watch Bryce Young is extremely gun shy. He's extremely gun shy. You cannot be gun shy in the NFL. It's like he's scared to take the opportunity because he's scared to make a mistake. You're out there second guessing yourself. You can't be second guessing yourself when you're out there because not only will that lead to you making mistakes, but that will also lead to you getting hurt because you out there second guessing yourself, and next thing you know, you're getting walloped. So, Sam Howell was not gun shy. Sam Howell was slinging that bitch. Sometimes he may have threw it to the other team, but he was not scared to sling that shit.
True.
So what Bryce Young would probably need to do, he would probably need to go to an offensive genius that's not afraid to spend time to break him down and build him back up if they feel like he has talent.
Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Andy Reid would probably be that guy. He would probably be that guy. Andy Reid.
Or Jim Harbaugh.
Mm.
But Jim, but do you think Bryce Young would work with Greg Roman?
Yeah, he wouldn't have to throw it.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
I hate Greg Roman. Next person, please. I just don't want to even think about
Darius Slayton.
I'll take him. Send him to San Francisco.
Darius Slayton.
We'll trade Lonnie Bell for him.
At one point in time, I felt like Darius Slayton could have been a guy because he had so much damn talent. I felt like he could be a guy, but
he would as much as I would hate to say this, he'd fit perfect for Kansas City right now.
Yeah, I need to see Darius Slayton with a real quarterback. That's what I need to see him
Or
with.
Josh Allen. He
I
can
need-
go to Buffalo to the real
I
New
need to
York
see
team.
him. I need to see him with a real quarterback. Because are you a number 2 or are you a number 1? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like
He's a
you could
number-
be. I feel like you
Stop.
could be either or. I feel like you could be either or. You could be either or because he has the talent. He has the talent. I just know
Yeah, he
he's
has a
better.
chance to be
I
a
know.
2
I
or
know.
3.
I know he's better than a number 3. I do know that he's better than being a number 3.
4 of the past 5 years, he's cleared 700 receiving yards.
You said over the past 5 years.
4 of the past 5 years.
Yeah,
He's
I know
cleared
he's,
for 700 yards each of his 4 of the last 5 seasons.
and that's with Daniel Jones throwing to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he could actually be he's actually better than a number 3. So you can either be a really good number 2, you can either be a really good number 2, or you could be a 1. You could be. It just all depends on who's slinging you the rock.
All right, let's be.
I need to see. I just need to see. I need to see.
So let's do it this way. In the West, he can go to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a number 2.
He'd be their number 2.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a number 2.
In the South, he can go to Atlanta, no. New Orleans, no. Tampa, he'd be a 3.
He'd be a 3 in Tampa.
And he possibly the 2 next year because Godwin might go else.
Yeah.
Who else is in the South? Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina. He'd be a 1 or 2 in Carolina. But that's a downgrade for him.
Mm-hmm.
In the North,
not really. Andy Dalton is not a downgrade from.
well, I say him. I said receiving wise, that'd be a downgrade for him because that team is not. Even with Dalton, that team may not really see much.
With Dalton, yeah, because the defense is still trash. The defense is still trash, so Dalton gotta sling that shit.
I'm talking about
Got
winning.
to.
Though. I'm not talking about
Well,
that.
winning, yeah. It's a downgrade for winning. It's definitely a downgrade for winning. But he'd probably get some stats down there playing with Andy Dalton.
In the
How about
East,
Cleveland? I mean, not Cleveland, Denver.
he'd be great in Denver. if Bo Nix ever got the ball out. Dallas, he'd be a number 2 automatically right now.
Mm-hmm.
Philly, he'd be a 3.
Oh,
Washington.
yeah. Send him to Philly then. We desperately need one of those.
Washington, I think Washington, he'd be a 2 in Washington, wouldn't he be?
Would he be a 2 in Washington?
He'd be a
Probably.
2 in Washington.
Probably.
Is it the rookie that's 2 right now?
No, McCaffrey's 3.
Okay.
Number 2 is Diami Brown. He's better than Diami Brown.
Yeah.
He's definitely better than Diami.
Mm-hmm.
In KC, he'd be the number 2 right now. With the injuries. No, even behind Worthy.
I'm not ready to believe in Worthy yet.
Kansas City's going to do stuff now that they have to involve Worthy in running.
I need to see more from Worthy before I can say he's
it's
better than Slayton.
It's due to the injuries. They're going to involve the kid more now.
Like I said, I need to see it. I need to see it.
Denver, yes, he'd be number 1 in Vegas.
Would he?
Yeah. If they give it to Adams?
Would they give it to Adams? Over Bowers?
At receiver. We're not talking tight end.
I'm talking about just number 1. I'm talking about number 1 options, period.
No. He's not going to be the number 1 option over Bowers. He'll be the number 1 receiver, though. Just wide receiver. I
like Tucker and Myers.
I think he's better than both of them right now.
I don't know, man. If Myers had a decent quarterback, that motherfucker, all he does is catch the ball.
He'd be a number 1. He'd be a number 1.
Myers, like Myers is a lower tier, is a mid-tier Mike Thomas. Because all he does is he runs routes and catch the ball.
What about New England?
What about New England?
Slayton to New England.
If Drake May is quarterback, he'd probably be number 1. He'd probably be number 1 and fantasy relevant.
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is in New England. That they need to fix that line first. That line is god awful.
Yeah, it is, and they
'Cause-
and they keep losing players.
Exactly. They just lost Andrews for the next 2 months, and they lost another player behind next to him. Listen,
Yeah,
you can't blame Brissett. You can't blame the receiving core. Ramondre, he benched himself with all the fumbling. You can't blame that offense, though. That line is hot garbage. In May, and Brissett almost got killed in one game 2 weeks ago. Before
yeah,
whoever they played before the Niners, they were getting mollywopped.
yeah.
May came in 10 seconds later. He was already on the ground, rolling around like, I think I might pull a Josh Johnson. I don't want to play no more. It was bad. It was bad. Like, no, stop it. But Slayton,
Well,
I give you this. Slayton can go to other teams and be a starter,
yeah.
a legitimate starter. What I do hope, though, trade rumor, is San Fran goes after Jacoby Myers like they've been talking about. That would be great because they've been dying to get him and Ayuk together. But we don't technically need him
we
because
don't
we
need
got Pearsall, we got Jennings,
we got
we got
Cowing. We don't need wide receivers.
I know, but I'm
We
saying,
we needed
that's
what
been
we
the
needed.
rumor that's been the rumor docket for months now. Myers to the Niners.
We need help in the trenches on both sides. That's what we really need. If we're going to trade for anything, it better be for alignment, offensive or defense.
Can we
It
just
better
sign?
be.
Why can't we just sign Ndamukong Suh for fucking 1 year, $8 million?
Sue would have to want to come and play for the 49ers. It's not like we
No.
haven't tried. It's not like we haven't tried. We've tried.
It's the money, I think, with him.
No,
It's
we
more
tried
money.
several times in the past. We've tried several
The
times.
last
in
time
the
we
past.
tried, he wanted 10 mil, and we weren't willing to pay 10 mil. But now, 2 years out, 8 mil should be enough for him. Come play for the Niners. Come win a Super Bowl. We'll be
Sit
good.
your washed ass down, because nobody wants you.
Then what about Hassan Ridgeway? He's a free agent sitting at home.
We'll see. I'll get Lynch on the phone and see what he's talking about.
Or send a fifth or sixth rounder to Denver for DJ Jones.
DJ Jones is with the Denver. He's with Denver.
That's what I just said. Send the fifth or sixth.
Bengals.
No, I didn't. I said Denver.
I thought you said the Bengals.
No, I said Denver. Send the fifth or sixth to Denver for DJ Jones.
I'll take DJ Jones. And he already knows the scheme. I'll take DJ Jones.
Exactly.
I'll take Bryce Huff from Philly too.
Take him. He's yours.
But Boulevard, you know why he'll work for us? Because he already knows the defensive scheme for us.
Well,
What
shit.
are the Jets-
You
what
don't
are
look
the
like
Jets-
nothing for us.
What do the Jets play in New York? They play the wide nine.
Yeah. Like the coach comes out of that same system.
So does the defensive coordinator right now, Ulbrich. Jeff Ulbrich is a 49er linebacker from back in the day.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember when he played.
Any more crazy people that we need to talk about trading?
Let's see. You did Slayton. You're not doing Buda Baker. Robert Woods.
No.
Any veteran? Any veteran?
Go back to the
Amari
Rams.
Amari Cooper.
Well, I already said what I want. Chargers.
Yeah,
I want him in LA immediately.
We discussed Devontae, I believe.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah,
time.
It is week 5. I expect within the next 3 weeks, trade rumors are going to ramp up.
Monday morning.
Trade rumors are going to ramp up. Keep your eyes posted. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if somebody gets desperate enough to go take a shot on Michael Thomas. He's still a free agent. Do not be surprised.
I heard Dallas is looking into him.
I heard that too. I heard that too. Hey, if he still got something, if he still got some juice left, why not? Why not? But we're gonna go on to our next segment, which is everybody's favorite. Call your shot.